Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine with another unboxing video, and this time it is Marianne Faithfull and the 60s album collection, the Decca albums in fact, and this is from 1964 to 1969. It's a 6 CD set, absolutely fantastic booklet in it, wonderful reproduction, album sleeves and everything like that. It's really well put together, and Marianne Faithfull was involved with this, but she didn't live to see it actually released as she sadly passed away. But this is fantastic. So let's have a look inside the box. This is a look inside the Marianne Faithfull box set, the Decca albums, a complete UK Decca recordings from 1964 to 1968. Cast your fate to the wind. Marianne Faithfull was involved in this being pulled together just before she sadly passed away. The hype sticker on the front of the box says it's a 6 CD box set containing all 4 Decca studio albums plus a 2-disc collection of singles, B-sides and rarities, featuring 4 previously unreleased recordings, all remastered from the original tapes, 5 art cards and a 76-page booklet with commentary by Marianne Faithfull herself. I'm going to come to the booklet last of all, which is just beautifully put together. These are the art cards, which I'll just take out so you can have a look at them. So they've got a little ribbon around them to keep them all together. But they're all classic shots of Marianne Faithfull from the swinging 60s, I suppose you would want to call it. But they're great photographs, and they really conjure up the period of the 1960s and what that meant for so many people who were there and who weren't there. The albums themselves have been really well put together. Each little disc has got a little spine. It's just like a little miniature vinyl album. The photography and reproduction is absolutely superb, and what makes them even more superb is that each one has an inner sleeve with more photographs, and also the track listing on the back with all the songwriting credits, and all the musician credits are also on here as well. I mean, just here you've got Big Jim Sullivan. I always find a Deep Purple connection, don't I? Big Jim Sullivan, of course, gave Richie Blackmore some guitar lessons. John Paul Jones on bass. There are so many people involved with this, but I just think the way that these have been put together and the way they sound is fantastic, which I'll come to at the end anyway. Come My Way is the next one, released at the same time as the other album. Actually, it was a folk album, pop album, but again the reproduction is superb. Lovely picture on the inner sleeve, and then all the track listings are on the back. I think this is really well put together. Her main folk album, North Country Made, with the inner sleeve, reproduction on the back, reproduced exactly, no shortcuts at all. All the credits. On the 4th album, a wonderful version of Yesterday by the Beatles. All the credits on the back. Again, Jimmy Page is on guitar on this one. So if you love 60s music and the session musicians and where they went, you'll just love this. The last 2 discs rather, is Something Better, the singles, B-sides and rarities. This is a double CD, and this has got all the credits on the back, all the credits on the back, and the song titles. But what it also has its own booklet inside this as well, and this has got some nice colour pictures in of Marianne as well, lots of cuttings from the time, because this obviously brings together all the rare singles and B-sides and rarities. So in itself that is superb. But then look at this. I don't know if I can do this justice in a way. This is a really glossy booklet, and the quality of the photography and the paper stock is just wonderful. A lot of love and thought has gone into this. As I say, Marianne Faithfull was involved. She sadly passed away, and this is her legacy. But if you just look at this, I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I want you to see what you're going to get for your money. So it's a proper book. Marianne Faithfull, Come My Way, North Country Made, Mist, and Something Better, and the credits. but it's really well put together. The photography is superb. It will really conjure up the period for a lot of you. The essay and the level of detail and the words and the history is going to be new to maybe a lot of people, but you'll be immersing yourself in this artist, and I think that you will be really, really impressed with how this has been put together. I think this really gives you hope that the future of the CD box set, and how you can pull together an artist's catalogue from a certain period or a certain label, and how it can be done really, really well. Some great photographs, and as I say, Marianne is involved with the text in telling the story, which I think obviously really is poignant, considering she passed away just before this was finished. But it's marvellous stuff. Again, there's lots of, obviously Mick Jagger and Keith Richards are in here. There's a lot of social history, what was going on, what it would be like for a female artist back then in trying to get recognised without being exploited, all the kind of difficulties in that, and how she felt about how Decca Records was trying to push her in a certain direction. But really well done to Decca Records. And if you are a fan of Marianne Faithfull this period, then this I can't do anything other than recommend, which I'll obviously say again in my summary. But this is just lovely. And we've got, coming up to the end now, pictures, and in the last part is the credits. So you've got here a dedication from Marianne herself, all about the design and how it was pulled together. But absolutely superb. And at the back of the box, it's a really nice box, is a picture of all the records, the CDs and all the tracks. So that is Cast Your Fate to the Wind, Marianne Faithfull, the Complete UK Decca Recordings, 1964 to 1969. So that is Cast Your Fate to the Wind, Marianne Faithfull, the studio albums, Decca, 1964 to 1969. And if you're a fan of this period of music or Marianne Faithfull, you've got to admit that what you've just seen there, even just on a video, is impressive. As I said in the unboxing, this gives me kind of confidence that you can still create really career-defining box sets using the CD format. It's really well put together, and I think what impressed me the most is the booklet, the paper stock, the photography, the attention to detail. The remastering is superb. The music sounds fantastic. I've not heard the other version, so I wouldn't know how you'd compare, but I just think this sounds great. And also, if you are a fan of 60s music, or you've all of us, you've got music by Led Zeppelin or Deep Purple. When you look at the people who played on these albums, Jimmy Page, Big Jim Sullivan, John Paul Jones, they're all there. It's just a name-dropping, exercise. But also the story, about being a young woman being signed to Decca, and the expectations, the swinging 60s, what it was like, the challenges, and all of that is in the book. All the history, the social history, is amazing. But it's a great box set. I cannot fault any aspect of the production values in this and how it sounds, and it's a wonderful way of pulling all of this together. So I think if you're a fan of Marianne Faithfull, maybe there'll be another one for a later part of her career, but let's not worry about that now, because this is the 60s, the swinging 60s, and this is an amazing box set. So that is Marianne Faithfull, Cast Your Fate to the Wind, the Decca albums from 1964 to 1969. Fantastic stuff. So thank you for watching, thank you for being here. Remember, music is the healer and the doctor. Please subscribe, ring that little bell, check out the website at nowspinning.co.uk. Immerse yourself in Now Spinning magazine by buying a t-shirt to become a patron or YouTube member, and you can come along to our own private communities on Facebook and WhatsApp, and also our own virtual pub called the Now Spinning Arms, which meets twice a month via Zoom. So thank you, take care, keep spinning those discs, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon.